What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here from beautiful Denver, Colorado. What's up, babies? Good morning. What is up? What is up, dude? I had the best sleep last night I've had in like probably a year. Absolutely insane. Had a bomb ass breakfast. And now I get to spend my mornings my favorite way by hanging out with the DGens. What is up, baby? Good morning. Hit that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. And can you guys hear me all right? You should be able to. What's up, Steve? We got Franco. We got Jen in the house. Gabe, Selmo Fudd, Mr. Plankton. What's up, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Eric, Ryan H, Tracy, what's up? Sacco, Bree, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Can you guys hear me all right? You should be able to hear me. Rodney is having his pre-show power shake backstage. We got some good news today. Quite a bit of news. So cryptocurrency is moving right now, but has started seeing a little bit of a pullback since we had some news that Russia just banned Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a form of payment, which is interesting because we thought that with all the sanctions going on, that maybe Russia would be more open to cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. So we'll have to see what's going down with that. Thank you so much, Bree. Thank you so much, Boomer. What's up, babies? Sacco, it's all good to hear you guys. So that's kind of interesting to me. Like, I thought that Russia would be more open to cryptocurrency because it's decentralized. They wouldn't have to deal with other governments getting involved. But no, they are banning cryptocurrency. So breaking, Vladimir Putin has signed a law banning Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a means of payment in Russia, which is very, very interesting. So I wonder what's going to happen. And if Watcher Guru kind of jumps the gun on some of these things, but we'll see what's going on with this tweet. So they haven't deleted it just yet. So this is not bullish news; it's bearish news, in my opinion. But we saw Ethereum up as much as about 14% earlier today, which is kind of nutty, in my opinion. So that's the news with that. And the second thing is that Robinhood is listing Uniswap. Now, why is this a big deal? Now, I like this. Check this out. Yes, so Robinhood just listed Uniswap's native token. Now, of course, Robinhood, one of the biggest platforms out there when it comes to trading, especially retail traders. Now, Robinhood, when it came to Shiba Inu, remember, that would have been one of the biggest catalysts for Shiba Inu right off the bat, right? That would have been, especially during a bull market. Now that the fact it's bootstrapped right now. So as soon as a bull market happens, now Uniswap and Shiba Inu and now Matic and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies are available to trade on Robinhood, which I know they're going through some money issues, but that's a big deal. What's up, Andrew? Good morning. What's up, Jay? Good morning. Yeah, it makes no sense. What's up, Berto? How you doing? So that's very, very interesting. We'll have to see what happens with that, but that's good news. Now, why do I like that? Well, Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange, arguably, right? It's the biggest swap we have for the Ethereum blockchain. They've come under fire because they let anyone launch on their platform. We all know that, right? Remember, there was a couple of lawsuits that came out of the United States a few months back talking about possibly doing some sort of class action lawsuit against Uniswap because there's not much of a vetting process when it comes to listing projects on our platform. There's no KYC. It's like, hey, you can launch, give us some of your fees, whatever happens, happens. Mr. Plankton, you said RD Price blocked you? I'll have to see what's up with that. That was probably an accident. I'll hook you up, Mr. Plankton. So that's crazy to me. That's crazy. So that's big news. I think that's a good thing because, we have a brokerage account, right, in Robinhood that does cryptocurrency, listing the biggest decentralized exchange. So bullish news for Uniswap. And of course, we had Matic pumping yesterday, and we'll talk about that right now. I don't know why I didn't bring that up. So Matic and Disney, there was a big partnership, right? So check this out. Polygon, and this is yesterday's news, kind of old, right? But Polygon rallies 22% on Disney invitation euphoria. Will Matic price gains swell in July? Now, all this bullish news, all of this crypto adoption, all of these partnerships, these bridges to the actual real world are happening in a bear market. That's good. Now, cryptocurrency is down, but hasn't been down that much when you think about what the hell is going on in the world. And right now, well, inflation numbers, absolutely crazy. But it's just not the United States economy hurting. It's the entire world hurting. For example, the euro is worth less than the dollar for the first time in a long time. I couldn't remember the last time the euro was worth less than a dollar. Now it is, right? It's always been like $1.30 or something like that, but it was like 90 something cents yesterday. So in the grand scheme of things, the world's not looking good, but cryptocurrency is climbing back up towards $1 trillion market cap, which is a good thing. But I don't think the bad days are over just yet. We have some videos by Meet Kevin talking about Ethereum, and I know Meet Kevin's in a little bit of trouble, right? So echoes from above, but he does have a good video. This is called The Coming Collapse of All Crypto. And I don't like the title because that's not what this is about. It's about the fact that if ETH 2.0 launches in a bear market, it could be bad. And that's the other big news for today, is that Ethereum might be completing its merger to proof of stake, right? In September, which is very, very soon, a couple of months. But we're going to talk about inflation because this is actually interesting. Inflation's in an interesting spot right now because we're kind of checkmated. So back in the 1980s, when we had these kind of crazy numbers, we went insane when it came to raising the interest rates. Well, what's the problem with raising the interest rates that drastically this time around? Well, the government has so much debt. You can't do 20% interest on all debt because the government has to pay that interest rate too. You can't do that. And that's why a lot of people at Clear Value Tax think they're going to chicken out in Q1 of next year. We'll have to see what's going on, but inflation might be higher than we think. But I want to talk about this a little more because it's awesome. So Polygon Matic reached lofty price levels this July 14th, a day after getting selected for the Walt Disney's company benchmark business development program. Matic's price surged 22.5% to 65 cents a token, its highest level in a month. In doing so, the token also climbed above its 50-day exponential moving average, or the 50-day EMA, the red wave, a curvy resistance level that had been capping Matic's upside attempts since January 2022. Now, of course, the entire cryptocurrency market's going down. Matic's an established cryptocurrency project. It's going to move with the market. Now, I feel like a damn clown because I bought so much Polygon at around $2. I don't want to talk about it. I watched the video by Whiteboard Crypto. I got inspired and I aped. Anyways, so Polygon enters the Disney world. Matic's moved upside appears synchronous with similar intraday recovery actions witnessed elsewhere in the crypto markets. Nonetheless, Polygon fared better than most of its top-ranking rivals, including the cryptocurrency Bitcoin and Ether. And at the core of Matic's better performance could be the Walt Disney Company. This is absolutely what's the reason why it's pumping, right? The multinational mass media and entertainment conglomerate announced 6 companies that would be joining its 2022 Disney Accelerator to build augmented reality AR, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and artificial intelligence AI solutions. Now, artificial intelligence has been something that's we've been hearing about a lot more, right? Polygon made it into Walt Disney's list, thus becoming the only blockchain platform to have done so ever. As a result, Polygon's native utility and staking token rallied better than most of its rival digital assets. So that's a big deal. So shout out to more mass adoption. And Disney, everyone knows Disney. Disney's worldwide, baby. Yes, Matic has been winning a lot lately. What's up, Uncle Ruckus? Echoes from above. Ham Miranda. Abid, what's up, baby? How you doing? Javi DJ, what's going on, brother? If you raise it like you'll crash the economy, then they'll put a pause on interest rates going to the fall, December. All right. That's for that news. So, of course, we know that Vladimir Putin has signed a law. That's crazy to me, dude. I thought that, there was a bunch of fear, uncertainty, and doubt when it came to China. Last time we had a big pullback, right? Apparently they banned all cryptocurrency and those sorts of things. So what's up, Ricardo? How are you doing? So let's go ahead and check the market real quick. So it looks like we are up 6% on the day, almost hitting a $1 trillion market cap. Looks like some of our biggest 24-hour winners are Ethereum right now in the top 20 we see. And then we have Solana moving pretty well. That's awesome. And then Avalanche moving pretty good. Uniswap, of course, 11%, which is bullish news that they'll be listed on Robinhood. And I actually might just buy some in Robinhood, right? And that's pretty much our big winners in the top 20. Now, I heard that Shiba Inu was moving, but I don't see it really moving that crazy. Now, Shiba Inu did just hit 1,200,000 wallets on Etherscan, which could be, a lot of them are probably dead wallets. I'd say about, probably 3 to 4 to 500,000 of those are dead wallets. I mean, to be honest, right? Or dust wallets, you could say. Not to say that Shiba Inu doesn't have a lot of strength, because 700,000 holders is still a lot of holders for what was a small cap community token, but what is now dominating. Now, to me, Shiba Inu, man, they really, really got to get Shibarium going. I don't like Treat. I don't like the Medium article. I don't like, honestly, like Shaitoshi, the way he speaks. I just don't think it's professional, but I could be wrong. I just get real like off-brand vibes from it. So I hope that that goes well. What's up, Freddie? Yes, Uniswap is listed on Robinhood. So yeah, Uniswap's native token is going to be listed on Robinhood, which is great because it's a combination of a mainstream brokerage, a platform combined with the largest decentralized exchange there is, pretty much, right? The most popular one, Uniswap, on the Ethereum blockchain. Detrick says, Roddy, what's up? How's vacay? Going back into, I know. Vacay is going well. Denver is absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to fuck shit up today with the boys who are in the other room right now. We're going to fuck shit up, go real hammy feet today. Okay. And then let's go back to our small coin community token. We'll go to Luna. So Terra Luna, of course, Luna Classic, all that good stuff. Yes, make sure you hit that like button for me, please. Up 22% in 24 hours, but still kind of down from where we've been seeing it the last few weeks. I mean, this pumped like crazy a few days ago. So Luna Classic, not a lot of news going on. There's like rumors of burn and those sorts of things, but I think we're not going to see any true recovery in Luna until we figure out what the hell's going on with Do Kwon. Sky Token, I got debated so hard in this one. I bought this thing around $3-4. Now it's 53 cents, so I'm losing pretty bad, but I staked my tokens. We'll see what happens with this, but Security Network, we'll see what happens to this. Nutraceutical Finance, now came under a lot of fire the other night. I guess they were on Cuff and the Dips AMA, and a lot of people told me about it. I actually peeped in a little bit on it, and some of the questions I think that just weren't answered correctly by the main dev, Rodney, but we spoke and whatnot. And guys, look, if they put out products, if they put out supplements, I'm all for it. If they put out actual products and buy back into the token, I'm all for it. I know people like to see those sorts of things because they're fun, but if they put out products and when they put out products and they buy back their token with those products, I'm all for it. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I'm waiting for them to have a nice timeline of products to put out. So we'll see what's going on in Nutraceutical Finance, but decent launch, right? This is what we're expecting right now, launching into a bear market. So not bad at all. Volt Inu, getting ready for Volt to change, which is their decentralized platform. So I'm not the biggest Volt guy either, but you got to respect the grind in the bear market right now, paying so many influencers. And look will their decentralized exchange do well? I don't know, but it could. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, Coin View Cap up, 12% today. I don't know. Keith has been pretty active in the chat, but I don't know much going on with Coin View Cap. Got to get with him with that sort of thing. Terrarium, of course, burning like 19 quad or something crazy like that, which is still less than half their supply, right? So more to burn. Of course, WAGMI Games going to be launching very, very soon. Still extremely bullish on this project, but of course, I don't have any sort of partnership right now, so I've been a little less, on it. But if you see Twitter, I'm retweeting their stuff and whatnot. So Saitama up 0.04% on the day. Saitama goes up and up. It's all right. And then we have the Saitama V3, which is pulling back quite a bit since it hit $1, but still up 1,700% on the week, which is not bad. I did ape a little bit into this. I am still up, but I mean, who knows what's going to happen with this? And this guy the dev wants to do a giveaway on my channel. So maybe we can give away some Saitama to some people who lost it on the channel. If you guys are interested in that, we'll get into that. So that's what's going on around the crypto market. Of course, we have the crypto bubbles here. Shows you the big winners, and looks like the prices are coming down, maybe off that Russia news, which is probably not a good thing. So before we get into the videos, I want to cover this because I think this is super sad. I just wake up and cry. Voyager and Celsius bankruptcies have destroyed some crypto investors' confidence in centralized platforms. See, this is the issue. Yeah, Warpix tokens is doing well. Yeah. I mean, same kind of business model, right? And I mean, they're partners with Nutraceutical Finance, and I know a lot of people don't like that the project, but I mean, we'll see what they do, right? The burden of proof is on them. We'll see what happens. But this is sad. When you talk about DeFi, right? When you talk about cryptocurrency and whatnot, this is what we cannot have. This erodes investor confidence, right? Like this makes it so people don't want to invest into cryptocurrency. This is what ruins it for everyone else. Is this going to let me read the articles, or is it? Oh my God, it's going to. I can't even. Oh my God, I can't even read the article. But I guess we could talk about the headline. I hate these websites that don't let you read the article. It's insane to me. Yeah, I like Nutraceutical. We'll see what's up. I need them to make products. So once they get products, they send me some products. It's going to be sick. Look, when it comes to pharmaceutical stuff, like, I'm not saying it's going to be the next best thing, but you can't reinvent the wheel. Every fucking pre-workout's the same. They have different ingredients. Every energy drinks are somewhat the same. You can't reinvent the wheel. There's nothing unique about that except that it's going to be on the blockchain. Just keep that in mind, guys. But this is so sad. When you think of platforms like Voyager and Celsius, a lot of top tier cryptocurrency influencers trust them. And with that, a lot of the community trusted them. And that's unfortunate because you don't expect this kind of wreckage. Thank you so much, Hobby. Hit that like button. You don't expect this kind of wreckage from these big projects like Terra Luna, like Voyager, like Celsius. And a lot of influencers promoted these projects. Now, what do you say about that? What kind of criticism do they get for that? Because on the surface, these look like good projects. Stocks developers, high market cap, well respected in the community. And you think that these products are going to be the last ones to rug pull or wreck their investors, and they don't. And they're not, right? They're wrecking investors in a large scale. So what kind of backlash is is reasonable for this situation? I'm interested to hear your opinion on that, guys. To you, is this the same thing as promoting like a fucking rug duel, like a obvious pump and dump? I said it, pump and dump rug pull scam. Is this the same thing? What do you guys think? Some people lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in these projects and have millions locked up right now. That's insane to me. So I'm interested to hear your opinion on that. And let's talk about, we're going to talk about the ETH merge, and we'll talk about Meet Kevin's video because it's actually pretty interesting. Now, I know I dunked on him the other day because he was threatening to sue one of our smaller influencers, but this is a good video. So Ethereum merge to take place mid-September, details. Now, of course, we know about the merge. It's been coming forever. We'll see what happens, but this is interesting. So check this out.
Folks, today we have over 9 million Ethereum tokens locked away, waiting to be unlocked, hence locked away, waiting for the beacon chain. And this sets up for a massive potential danger to the crypto economy, which would, of course, coincide with what could possibly be the first great recession since the last great recession in 2008. And given that crypto has never lived through a recession and instead was born out of a recession, ignoring obviously like the 6-week pandemic recession we had, this is interesting. The Ethereum merge ain't coming at a great time. Now, the developers of Ethereum are acutely aware that by having 9 million Ethereum tokens locked away and then allowing them to unlock upon the staking or the move to proof of stake may flood the market with Ethereum at quite literally the worst possible time. As such, Ethereum...
So that's the concept, right? The concept is, check this out. Here's the concept. The concept is, with all the ETH being unlocked at a bad time, people may want to sell, especially since we all think that we're going to have a fat move down pretty soon, right? We think that there's going to be a bloody day or a sequence of days that is just going to be bad for the market. And with that, cryptocurrency is going to dump too. So will people panic sell all that available Ethereum that's currently locked up? Interesting, right? Interesting.
Ethereum developers are considering limiting withdrawals to 2 types of withdrawals. First, partial withdrawals, where validators will be able to draw down to 32 Ethereum, the minimum that you need to be a staking validator, and basically draw down any of the excess. And with current estimates of the amount of excess Ethereum staked per validator, which isn't actually that much over 32, Ethereum validators who want to partially withdraw from the network could probably do so in about 12 to 15 days. Now, of course, there will likely be some form of limit on the system in terms of how many withdrawals we could see each day, and a certain number of withdrawals per epoch, and there are 225 epochs each day. And the current estimate, according to data always, is that we could see somewhere around 800,000 Ethereum dumped on the market each week for 2.5 weeks. But our trading volume right now sits around 4.9 million Ethereum traded per week. So really, adding 800,000 Ethereum for a couple weeks would probably only represent an additional pricing pressure of about 16% of supply for about 2 weeks. Now, that could lead, if you compound that, to about a 35% drop in Ethereum prices because of this excess supply. But the argument that's made in the crypto community is, don't worry, we'll be able to absorb all of that excess Ethereum. Okay, fine. But that's partial withdrawals. And so now, and this
See, that's an interesting concept. It's interesting. And yes, yes, it is per invest. Yes. When it comes to this sort of thing, that's true. When people start to panic, they're going to panic. And the thing is, like, it could be like a big, big cascading effect that everyone's selling a bunch of their Ethereum at once. Could be a big deal, right? Shannon says, isn't there a good chance ETH will pump before dumping if 2.0 comes out? People like to buy in on the hype. Yes, but then it could just dump and fall even harder, right? But a lot of people have it locked. That's the thing, is that people already have Ethereum locked. And with all this fear, uncertainty, and doubt, when they're able to sell, they might just all sell at once. That's the issue, right? That's the big scare right there, which we know something like Ethereum dumping like crazy is going to move the market, right? It's Bitcoin and Ethereum number 1 and 2 that, even like Terra Luna collapsing dumped the market, right? That scared a lot of people. So these top cryptocurrencies taking a huge dump scare a lot of people and can create a big sell-off.
This is the part that's totally up to speculation. We have to determine how many validators who currently have staked Ethereum, or stakers who are part of validating networks, how many of them are going to fully withdraw from the Ethereum network versus partially withdraw or just straight up hodl. Obviously, if everyone fully withdraws, we'll have problems. But that's also where Ethereum developers will likely have some form of limits. Currently, the limit is 5 validators can withdraw completely from the network per epoch. Remember, there are 225 epochs per day. Now, this limit could change. We might
Mr. Dino, yes.
see 10 per epoch at lockup. And the estimate here from data analysts, is the potential of about a supply of 65,000 to 80,000 Ethereum in addition to the partial lockups per day. That, in my opinion, would represent an approximately 10% additional supply hit, or an additional availability of 10% on the daily traded volume for Ethereum.
So I think this is we got the actual the gist of the story. It's pretty interesting, right? Something like this could really pull the market down with it. So we'll have to see what happens. Thank you, Nice Lash. I have absolutely been lifting. Some people, I took a picture with good lighting yesterday on Twitter, and some people said I'm on steroids. It's like, first of all, that's a compliment. Second of all, when you've been lifting your whole life, getting lean and revealing the muscle under is not like it's not a surprising thing. You know what I mean? And 2, I haven't been doing legs because I tore my ACL, you weirdos. Anyways, Rodney, let's see, nutraceutical finance. Yeah, the burden of proof is on nutraceutical finance. Look I'm all about it, but I want to see some products. And I've already talked to me and Rodney talk a lot about what's going to happen. So we'll have to see what happens. They're already at a decent amount of holders. The product looks pretty steady, looks pretty strong right now, 0% buy fee right now. But, when it comes to those tough questions, those are some tough questions, so we'll see what happens. Rodney, Pulse Doge coin, to get 3 billion market cap, we can hit $1,000 per coin. Have you heard of, I actually have Pulse Doge. No, I haven't heard about that Pulse chain. Speaking of the Pulse ecosystem, the Hex ecosystem, I'm still waiting for things to come out. What's up with that? I haven't heard anything. Are they waiting for the bull market to launch? I thought that Pulse Exchange wanted to hit market before ETH 2.0 did, but so they need to be launching it very soon. very, very soon. Peru says if ETH goes to 500, then Saitama goes to $20, and Saitama invested end up with owning someone. Ooh, yeah, yes, owing someone. Yeah, Saitama's not looking good, guys. I mean, I objectively listened to the AMA. They've been saying things. There's no. It just looks bad to me. It doesn't look like a good project. Doesn't look like a good project at all. So let's listen to inflation from one of our favorite influencers on the space, Clear Value Tax, because this is interesting and this really affects cryptocurrency. So let's watch.
I wanted to know, how fast can the Federal Reserve bring down inflation? So I did some research and I want to share my analysis with you. So this information, what I found out, I found it helpful as an investor in the stock market, as a business owner, and just generally as an American. So I hope you find this information helpful as well. Let me show you the inflation rates in the 1960s. This information is coming straight from the Federal Reserve. So you're going to see 1%, 1%, 3%, 2%. So basically the whole decade, it looked good up until 1969. 1969, that's when Richard Nixon became president. So Nixon, this guy, Nixon intentionally, so he wanted this, he intentionally wanted inflation to run hot. So basically up until he realized that it was a big mistake. His thought process was that if inflation runs hot, then it's going to encourage people to get jobs and unemployment would go down. Nixon said, we'll take inflation if necessary, but we cannot take unemployment. So enough politicians, they agreed with Nixon and they let it happen. Unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan. Americans could not keep up with the rising prices of everything. Unemployment went up. During this whole process, a lot of new money was printed. So this was a huge problem because remember, back then, the US dollar was backed by gold. So it actually had value.
So what was the issue? That's the big thing about the dollars. That we're backed by something, right? We were backed by something, and that's a good thing, because we have gold's one of those things that's kind of timeless, right? It's a store of value, right? That's why we call Bitcoin digital gold, pretty much, right? Store of value. But now money is just like, what is it backed by? Nothing, right? So let's continue.
Foreign countries, they could exchange their dollars for gold. So now it got to the point where the Federal Reserve and the government, they printed more dollars than they had in gold. So foreign countries, they started losing faith in America. So they were rushing to dump their dollars for gold. In 1971, President Nixon, he came up with a solution to stop foreign countries from trading in their dollars for gold. He told the foreign countries, we're not going to accept your dollars for gold anymore. So Nixon, he basically ended the gold system. And the US dollar, it became a fiat currency backed by nothing. In 1974, Nixon resigns because he's going to get impeached for the Watergate scandal. So Nixon caused a lot of problems. He made inflation worse. He took America off the gold standard. He had the Watergate scandal, and he was the only president in American history to resign because he was going to get impeached. So that's quite the resume, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, crazy.
So Nixon leaves office in 1974. Gerald Ford, the VP, assumes presidency from 74 to 77. Jimmy Carter wins presidency and he takes office in 1977. Carter appoints Paul Volcker to serve as the chair of the Federal Reserve, and he starts in August of 1979. So take a look at the rate of inflation over the 10 years that I just walked you through. The rate of inflation in the 70s was ugly compared to the 1960s. When Volcker becomes chair of the Federal Reserve, inflation is running at a rate of 11% and unemployment is at 6%. So this is bad. Volcker, he needs to fix this. So Volcker restricts the money supply and he lets interest rates go to 20% in 1980 to 1981. So this made it very difficult, as you can imagine, for Americans to buy homes, to buy cars, to get business loans.
20% interest rates is aggressive, but that's one way to really stomp out inflation. But here's the problem.
It slowed down the economy. So the US economy, it falls into a recession in 1980, and it lasts for 6 months. The economy recovers for a few months, And then it falls back into recession in 1981 for 16 months. Now take a look at the rate of inflation when Volcker spikes the interest rates. Look at 1980 to 1982.
Look at that
It
shit.
took 3 years to get inflation under control with these sky-high interest rates. So each year was progressively better. 13.5%, 10.3%, 6.1%. So it took 3 years for inflation to get under control in the 80s. So this time around, should we expect the same thing, something like 3 years? Or can we solve it quicker, or is it going to take longer? But let me tell you about the similarities and the differences of now compared to back then. So I interpret the data as inflation was worse back then compared to how it is right now. Now, if you say that right now we have very high oil prices, I just want you to know that it was worse back then. So there was an oil embargo placed on the US for the US support of Israel. Adjusted for inflation, oil prices, they were averaging more than 50% higher back then. Today, we have heavy inflation on food, energy, and gasoline prices. That's without a doubt. However, because of advances in technology and productivity, Americans are spending a smaller percentage of their income on these expense categories. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Americans spend about 3% of their income on gasoline. This is before gasoline prices started skyrocketing. However, back in the 70s and 80s, it was close to 6% before the prices shot up.
So things were worse before, but we have an interesting predicament. So things were worse before, right? But we just have a predicament that's pretty crazy right now. And we're going to get into that right now.
So even though gas prices have shot up, comparatively speaking, it was much more painful in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with food prices. So back then, Americans were spending 13% of their income on food. Today, it's around 7%. So I completely acknowledge that we're in a bad situation today, but it was worse back then. Inflation was so bad that Nixon issued an executive order, Order 11615, to freeze prices. There were price controls for 90 days, even on wages. So that's how bad it was.
It's crazy.
So the thing is,
what's up, ASMR fan? Vacay is going fantastic. We're gonna have a fantastic day today. I'm fucking loving it here. I like Denver. I mean, I don't think I could live here, but it's a fun time. Very, very fun time. Got some cool people, you know.
So the thing that is worse today compared to back then is that the US government has so much more debt today compared to the 70s and 80s. You see, this is where it gets tricky, and I'll tell you why. So let me ask you the question. How did we fix inflation back then?
Raising
It was
interest rates
quantitative
20%.
tightening, which made interest rates go up as high as 20%. However, because of our debt crisis, we don't have that option. We don't have that tool to fight inflation. If interest rates went to 20%, the US government, they would not be able to make their interest payments on their debts. Now, I'm going to show you a historical chart. This is of the Fed funds interest rates provided by Macro Trends. People point out that the new interest rates, they would only be applicable to the newly issued government debts. That is true, but I have to remind you that the average maturity dates on government debts is only 65 months. So all of our short-term debt would need to be refinanced at much higher interest rates because it took years of high interest rates to bring down inflation back to target levels. So take a look at what I circled in the 80s. So I've circled in the bottom right where our interest rates are currently at. So again, this is where it gets difficult to predict because inflation was worse in the 70s and 80s, right? However, we don't have the same capability to fight inflation today.
So, I mean, that's the point of the video, right? So shout out to Clear Value Tax. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to his YouTube in the comment section. Dude, check his YouTube out. It's very, very good information. Matter of fact, the issue is that we don't have the same tools to fight inflation today, although we've seen these things before. And inflation is like the destroyer of all civilizations. Like it is the main destroyer of all civilizations. So you have to understand that. That's a big deal, right? That's a huge deal. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it could take a few years or a couple of years to get this under control. And how are we going to do it this time? Big, tricky situation, big problem, but we've got at it before. I think we could do it again. We just can't do it the same way. Give me a second. Toshi. Dude, I used to be able to squat 400 pounds for reps. Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's like, I don't know if you guys ever had like an injury on a body part. If you don't train it for like 2 weeks, it like shrinks. So it's like the medicine they tell you with all the side effects. You take it away, fucked, and gets you that crypto. Yeah, Putin is bipolar though. I don't know. Putin might not be doing so well when it comes to his health, right? I don't think he's doing too hot. I hear that he's had a lot of health problems. I mean, we don't know, but that's not good, right? That's not good if he's had a lot of issues with his health. I mean, who knows what a crazy man could do on his deathbed? Because if you think about what's going on right now in Ukraine, it's a big deal. They need Ukraine. They need Ukraine. Why? Because Ukraine even thinking about becoming friends with NATO, which they kind of are, right? Or any other like Western alliance. You have to understand that. Absolutely not Flavor Dave. I was dropping that ass, boy, like a Lil Jon music video. But you got to understand that they need Ukraine. So. Yeah, who knows what the media says, but from the information we have, right? So we'll see what happens when the fog of war is over. It's crazy because you thought that Ukraine would have been secured by now, but it's not. You know what I mean? You know? That is an entire dude. I'll spot you then. I think that's why Putin jumped on Ukraine. He figured, fuck it. That's what I think, right? What's up, 2-bit? What's up, September 19th? Are you staking that with Stack? What do you mean, 2-bit? I did legs for the third time in a week, 2 heavy days and a light day. I've only been able to have 2 actual weightlifting gym sessions with legs. I could only do like body weight stuff, which is not sufficient, but I literally had my ACL repaired about 4 months ago. Motherfucker's supposed to, I can't have Hulk legs with an ACL repair 4 months ago. Everybody thinks I'm on steroids. It's like, it's crazy. The internet is so weird. Putin was afraid of Ukraine joining NATO. Exactly. Backfired. And now other countries are joining that would never have joined NATO otherwise. Yeah. I mean, they're supplying them with a lot of weapons. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. This is hilarious right here. So the cutest member of the Terrarium. I guess there's a lot of news with Terrarium. We don't cover Terrarium a lot, but staking that ETH stack. Yes, a 2-bit crypto. Absolutely. I mean, you could do it now, right? But the issue is if a lot of ETH gets released, when in a bear market, it could cause a huge cascading effect. What I'm trying to say is that it wasn't as late. No, I mean, everyone, literally basketball players, football players, everybody injures their ACL if you get injured correct way. I mean, you think Saquon Barkley, when he tore his ACL, and no one even hit him, you think he's not training legs? No, you just ACLs tear all the time. But you are building strength. Your body will tell you when it's ready. Exactly. I've been able to squat. I actually squatted a few days ago. Don't forget, guys. I showed you my army pictures from last year. I looked fucking yoked last year. He was probably Saquon Barkley slacking on. Have you seen that man's legs? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I do a lot of walking. I've been walking like 7 miles a day, honestly. Ukraine is where Russian civilization started. It belongs to Russia and not us and NATO. I mean, times change, like you could say that about the United States. It belongs to Mexico and belongs to Native Americans. Like, dude, shit happens. People take over shit all the time, Things just change. I mean, there's a lot of political stuff going on that, Russia feels like they're owed that part of the world. Who am I to say they're not? I don't know. I don't, politics is weird, It's crazy. Who am I? Who am I? So you haven't seen Saquon Barkley? Dude, his legs are insane. Absolutely insane. But when it comes to news, I mean, that's all I really got. Let's do a Q&A. Ask me a question, guys. Ask me a question. Let's go on. Let's talk about it. So let's do some Q&A. Nick Chubb has a leg injury. Oh, that was a bad one. Was that the crazy one? Let's do some Q&A. The Russian people voted on whether to join NATO or Russia. And 90% to rejoin Russia. Was Russia ever even in talks of joining NATO? I don't think so. We're switching from globalization. You're seeing the slow switch to just people really focusing on their own country. So we'll see what happens. Let me see. Will Fox inflation gather all those scam product CEO and charge these motherfuckers took all their money and send them to North Korea? Yeah, North Korea has been involved in some fucking hacking scams. The world belongs to Africa. Apparently everything started there. How do you feel about Shiba Swap? I like Shiba Swap, but if it's on the Ethereum blockchain, then who cares, right? You're not saving anything. Maybe you get extra incentives, but they're not saving anything. They need to be on their own network. That's why I think Shibarium is so important. I understand they're trying to make a lot of tokens for their ecosystem, but they really need it, and I just don't. Yeah, so I like Shiba Swap. I like it. But I think they need Shibarium before I'm like even kind of bullish on Shiba Inu. Rodney, is Hex a good play for a bull market, and should I stake it? Andrew, the real benefit to Hex is staking it, right? That's it. That's all it's really good for. Now they're making their own ecosystem, right? They're getting off the Ethereum blockchain, just like Shiba, even though it's a layer 2 with Shiba. And same thing when it comes to it's a fork when it comes to PulseSwap, or Pulse Exchange. I like Hex. I have some Hex stake for a couple of years. It's a long-term deal. Who knows where crypto's going to be in a couple of years? I think Hex is one of those products that does well. Now, a lot of people don't like Richard Hart because he's kind of over the top. That's marketing. I think it's a little crazy, but his community really likes him. Strong community, lots of money in that project. I like Hex. And literally right now it's a discount, right? I think things can go down more. Where's Hex at right now? I didn't know it's a couple of cents. I have mine staked. And I think the average is like 35% APY. Let's see. 39% APY. It's at 38% APY. So that's not bad. I think it's an average. Plus, if the price pumps compared to where you bought it from, then you're going to get way more than that, right? But I guess this is the average. So we'll see what happens. And they've been around for a while. Terra burn thoughts. Terra, I like the burn 2-bit crypto. Reducing the supply is great, but we still need a lot of volume in the product to pump the price. Now, there's way too much of the supply to begin with, so it's good that they're dropping it down. And I think that with that, they'll be able to get listed on bigger exchanges and whatnot, even though they're going to be their own exchange. So I like it. I think burns are kind of gimmicky in the space, and I'd rather hear good news about their exchange. But I think that getting that out of the way now, and I think they should burn more of the supply, is going to be good. Those whole, like, for some reason, like those real, like a lot of zeros were super, super sexy, like the last bull run because like of Shiba Inu and all the shit coins. But now I think going forward, people are starting to look for close to whole numbers, right? I don't know why, but they are, right? So I do like the burned 2-bit. Do Kwon just tweeted. No way. Did he really? Are you trolling me? Let's see. Do. What did Do Kwon just tweet? What the fuck is this? What did he tweet? I don't know what that is. We'll leave that up there. Putin is not wrong with Nazis being there. I'm saying the war is not. I'm not saying the war is right either. I know it's a tough situation off the grid. It's a tough situation, Tough situation. DJ says, in this day and age, nobody's owed any land. It is what it is. If anything, we should be bringing borders down and becoming one human society. That's tough because every society has their own values and value different things. Like, for example, Western culture is way different than culture in the Middle East, right? Like, women are treated differently. The way we treat people that are, like, you could say the minority, like maybe homosexuals, those sorts of things, they're all treated differently in society. And it's so hard to combine societies. And I think we try too hard to do that. It's okay for people to be different, to act different, to have different values. I think that saying that, I just think that different people do things differently, right? And it's okay to be like that. The Bone token specifically, well, Jeremy, I'm bullish on Bone because it's supposed to be like the token used for gas, right? So Probably the most bullish token in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. North Korea is crazy, so underdeveloped, but has most sophisticated hackers. It's insane, right? It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, they're out there making money, man. They have to make money some way. Do you think Bone will blow up when Shibarium releases? Then I think so. Yes, I think it'll pump. I don't know how much, but it'll pump definitely 100%. The tokens have been there since they made the new white paper. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Edgar? Nutrisolid says they say it will be used to pay for gas. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the reason why I go crazy. Bone will be $50 in a couple of years. Not in a couple of years. No way. Not in a couple of years. That's too much. That's too much. Yes, I have everything for Hex. I have Hex staked. I have I sacrificed to PulseX, so I'm waiting for my tokens to come. You know. I hope, and plus, if you get a copy of your tokens, Ethereum tokens on the PRC network, but it's up to the other products to add liquidity to those tokens. So I hope so for Bone. I keep staking in rewards in Bone. Yeah, it could be good. I just want to see a little more professionalism out of Shitoshi. I get it. It's a meme coin, but I just think it's kind of corny. What artists are you making a point to see at the show this weekend? Chase, there's a bunch of house music that I'm not very familiar with, but I like EDM. I like house music. So I'm just going to fucking find an artist and dance. I mean, AC Slater is one I'm looking forward to, but that's all I really know at this show, really. Hex was at 50 cent all-time high, now 3%, plus they're launching a new network and tokens. It's not a bad price. Incoming 352, that's not a bad price, right? How are you feeling about the Mt. Gox release? See, Jeremy, that's a big issue right there, because just like, ETH 2.0 merging and then, a lot of ETH getting, released into the market, people could freak out and sell it. So we'll see. That could be a black swan event, Jeremy. We'll see. That could be a huge catalyst to dump cryptocurrency, but I'm waiting on the sidelines for good buying opportunities. Anyone who needs to learn more about Bone, Google the Medium article that was released a week or so ago, maybe around July 7th. Delete zeros. We actually made a video on that if you want to check it up. Anarchy up 300%. Let's go, baby. Our actions in Ukraine were a threat to Russia's national security, so they had no choice but to act. If you think about Russia's point of view, they're kind of isolated. Half their fucking GDP is oil exports, right? I think something like that. And Ukraine has a natural resource rich environment. So if Europe was able to get their the resources from there instead of Russia, it could really crumble their economy in an indirect way, right? Austin says, dude, your live stream just now popped up in my home screen. I thought you weren't going live today. Bro, come on now. I'm traveling, but we still working, baby. I got to pop in here for at least an hour to hang out with the boys and gals before I go turn the fuck up. Now, tomorrow morning, I might be a little run down. I'll tell you that. Today's been a fantastic morning. I know me and Austin are actually texting right now. World is really changing. Look at NFT and virtual land. Really, I know. Well, the value of that the blockchain technology Peru invests is to show instant ownership without intermediaries, right? Without the middleman, right? Without people without an agent, without having to sign a bunch of papers. The blockchain shows complete pure ownership in a blink of an eye. And that's the point of, NFTs and land in the metaverse and those sorts of things, right? But you see big companies, whether it's for, a fad or for serious purposes, buying land in these metaverses, right? So, yeah. People in the same house people in the same households don't always agree. Exactly, but the culture is the same. Like if one culture thinks that women should be covered head to toe and another culture thinks that they shouldn't, like in the US, like I'm about to be at a festival right now, it's gonna be tits and ass like hanging out all day. It's like, well, you can't really coexist, you know what I mean? You just can't. And it's okay to have borders, I think. Shout out to Awesome, number one homie. What would we do if Russia started moving heavy weapons into Mexico right on our borders? That'd be absolute war. Exactly, 100%. Thank you so much. DJ says, gotta bounce, have drink, plenty of water. Thank you so much, DJ. I will have fun. I appreciate you, bro. Get that work, man. And I'll use that Postmates code. I do appreciate that. Rodney, do your research on it. It will be $50 in 2 to 3. No, that's fucking stupid. Delete zero. I'm sorry. Bone is not going to be $50 in 2 to 3 years. What research do I need? I'm looking at the price. What's the market cap of Bone? I'm not trying to be a dick. Okay, we have a $3 million. It's not too much. That's not too much. That's 100x. It could happen. I don't see it. I don't see it, but maybe you're right. I don't know. Who knows? Why don't you think Bone can get $50 in a couple of years of market cap is so low and there's so I didn't know what yeah, the supplies being forget. Okay, so how's the burn? Is it burning pretty? Yeah, it's market the supply is pretty low. Okay, so you might be right. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid. Maybe it's possible. I didn't know the supply. I brought Hex like at 20 cents illegal monkey, so bad. Treat, Bone, and Leash. Treat as always there, just wasn't talked about. Yeah, I know Treat. I know about Treat, but I think Edgar means that all these new Shiba tokens have been around since the beginning. Have they really? What do you think about Leash? Well, I haven't had a good experience with Leash because I tried to get a Shiboshi and I had to buy Leash for it, and it was just fucking stupid. I lost about 5K in that whole thing. Austin, can you? Yeah, I guess RD accidentally blocked Plankton, so I have 15 ETH ready in case I catch a quick swing trade if Seda Pro comes out. That could be good, right? Crouch in bushes waiting for low prices. All the tokens in cheap ecosystem have been there this whole time, just like Townstar Coin and Gala. People talk about okay. I'm convinced Rodney will live stream the apocalypse. You know what I'm talking, dude. If I know I'm on vacation, guys, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to live stream yesterday only because I thought I'd be like in TSA. But luckily, I got the TSA pre-check. I thought the wait was gonna be longer, but I got into the lobby earlier, so I decided to stream, even if it was just my dumb face. I'm gonna stream. He took my wrench away. I have narrowed down my moderators to 3 people only because people were getting blocked from my channel and I don't know why. So I only have 3 people to talk to, right? Class action lawsuits filed against Celsius. Slim, that's going to be one of many. Yeah, exactly. That house still belongs to a particular country with a particular culture. True, but I don't think I think that countries are the way they are for a reason. It's okay. We don't always have to be the same, I think it's okay to have different ideals. That's just my opinion though. IRS not appreciating all this NFT and fake land. IRS is learning how to evolve with crypto though. They have to learn, right? Why not supply is low? Russia would be gone, then Cool Cat. I like Bone. AC Slater is old school, nice. Yeah, they're headlining one of the nights, Chase. Bone was $40 when it first came out. Was it? Bone? I think it was $4. Was it 40? No, it wasn't. Oh, that's why you and Austin won't buy a Shiboshi? No, because I got fucking wrecked. I bought a bunch of a leash because that was like I guess you needed it in your wallet, and I had Shiba Inu, and I tried to I put my shit on fucking the best highest gas, and I didn't get one, and like leash literally dumped from like $3,000 to $1,500, and like it seemed like half an hour. I was trying to sell. It was just all bad. It was just bad. I was so mad. Hey, Bree, smash that like button, baby. Yes, Austin does. Austin's a huge on the Shiba Inu ecosystem. I'm not really, right? It's okay though. I still respect the project, but I'm honest. Bone $79. Damn. Okay. If my bone was used for gas, it'd be in a little bit of trouble. August 17th, closed door crypto meeting will change everything. What do you mean by that? Why are you in Colorado? I have some friends who live out here, and then a music festival. Oh, I didn't do that, Bree. Rodney, you look skinny. Are you eating? Dude, I had steak and eggs for breakfast. It was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I had steak and eggs for breakfast with some toast. That's probably all I'm going to be eating today because alcohol and protein powder probably. A lot of people got wrecked when they launched Shiboshis. People were lit. Dude, I was pissed, Jay Linda. I was so mad. You doing those shrooms this weekend? Guys, look at. If I was doing any drugs, I wouldn't say it on a public platform. So, on a public. Fan Austin is gonna be Gala Bone soon. Is going to be Gala Bone soon. Oh my God, what is going on? That's right. I forgot about music festival and friends. Yeah. I told you I was me, good old Colorado. I got the time fucked up a little bit because I forgot that we're an hour ahead here. So I actually started the stream at 9 a.m. here, right? I like to give bone. You guys are nasty. Steak and eggs and eggs and steak. Do steak and eggs. I had steak and eggs, and then I had toast and I had potatoes. It was good. Very, very good. Stay off that note. So I had a big piece of meat for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like your boy had a big piece of meat for breakfast. Ooh. 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 What do you guys got going on today? How are you guys spending your day? How are you guys spending your day? August 17th is IRS and state closed door meeting. You can't find this info online. I'm okay. Dude, the IRS, they're gonna start really diving into crypto, right? Say it slower, Poppy. What's up, Dirty Miner Apparel? Today I'm having barbecue Angus burgers. Nice, Mr. Plankton. That sounds delicious, dude. Over easy eggs for the win. Love over easy eggs. Although I got roasted pretty bad when people said my over easy eggs were not good. Is elevation tough with your cardio? I can't. The only cardio I can do is walking right now. I can't do much because I can't run. No impact still. Oh, UA for Rodney. Bring it, baby. Techno how, dude. I'm gonna be fucking turning the fuck up. Shirt off, fanny pack on, baby. It's fucking 90 plus degrees here in Colorado. It's hot as fuck. Your boy's in shape. Shirt staying off all day, baby. Working 9 to 5, crypto later. Okay. Thank you guys. I love it. I'm painting a house today. 2 weeks summer Mountain Festival here in Washington. I will be doing drugs. Hey, all the way, Inu. Dude, I love doing house. Honestly, I spend so much time cleaning my apartment. If you guys ever go to my apartment, like ever in the future, if we ever have a crypto meetup, dude, it's like spotless. Literally, sometimes I love to do housework like that. Like I cleaned my garage the other day. I maintenance all my car. I helped my friend out with an oil change. I did like do all my friends' car repairs because it's fun. Finishing my music system in the car, then the beach. Nice, Edgar. Hooking some speakers up. I've done speakers before. Ronnie, you still hood, Poachy, their NFT drops? What? And I'm not in Poachy. No, I'm not in Poachy. I ate too many edibles before work, and now I'm trying to hold my shit together. Emphasis on high Toshi. It's 94 here right now. Where are you at right now? Don't forget Slater Earn on East Side, guys. I was a painter for 2 years doing high-end homes. My favorite step of painting is final cut and roll, taking down poly and looking at the clean feel. Nice, okay. The elevation will hit you more than the heat. Yeah, so I've been hydrating a lot, right? Awesome, I did get wrecked in Pochi. I thought because Clifford Inu did well, that anything in the Inuyasha launchpad system would do well. I was fucking wrong. That shit was so bad. But I did make money in Neko. I held it for like weeks, and I got like a 100% gain, so that was nice. Good lord, those edibles okay. I can't convert Saitama V1 to V2 on ETH in the Coinbase wallet. Why? Mr. J-Way, you don't convert it. It's supposed to be airdropped manually into your wallet. If it's not, and you have over 20 billion, you have to fill out some dumbass form or something like that. I guess when Saita Pro comes out, they're gonna have some sort of like manual. It's all fucked up. Some sort of manual shit where you can, do your own airdrops. My Discord, I don't really use my Discord much. I think I'm going to shut it down and start something else. I don't really like Discord, to be honest. Sitting in the tub, painting around, but people still use it. Yeah, that elevation in Denver is the real deal. Messes me up every time I visit. I'm actually fine, but I've been hydrating. But yesterday, I was literally, we walked a lot yesterday, and I was walking up a hill, and I felt it. But I'm in pretty decent shape. I walk a lot. And that's not a ton of cardio, but if I get in a fight here, I got 30 seconds tops and I'm fucking dead. I got 30 seconds of fight and it's over. I'm up 30%, almost 40% on KOA combat. So excited. Nice, Mr. Plankton. Okay. Cycle Hunt says, Rodney, I'm going to send my ex to you. She might need a 6 baby. Send her through, bro. I'll send it. We'll send it. We'll be Eskimo brothers. No, I'm not in the bathroom. This is an actual room. The crazy thing is that my buddy's his roommate is out on a trip to Florida, and so I'm in his room right now, and it's so fucking nice. Like he streams like sports betting, so he has I have an extra monitor here, which is great. All this desk space, it's insane. You meant sell, it won't let you. You can't sell your Saitama V1 because there's no liquidity. The price impact is probably too high. V2, you should be able to sign. So if you can't sell your V2, try to sell a little bit at a time. Yeah. I had the best sleep last night, literally. Show your food in Denver on Twitter, please. Mr. Plankton, I had steak and eggs for breakfast. What does your buddy stream? Sports betting. He's not really my buddy. He's my buddy's buddy. But I don't know his channel or anything like that. But he likes to do sports betting. And I know Awesom's all into that. Dude, Awesome, you gotta come down here and catch a game. I like Colorado because like we went around, there's like this huge plaza where like literally everyone's you know, everyone like goes to this place here in Colorado and watches, like, because I think the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's a big sports town. Shout out the channel. Then you do. I don't know his channel. If I did, I would. Him and I would get along great. Yes. But Colorado is a beautiful place for sports and whatnot. Like they're really big into that because there ain't shit else to do here, you know. Steak and eggs. Yeah, I had steak, eggs, sourdough toast, and potatoes for breakfast this morning. Spoiled. They have nice casinos in the mountains. Yeah, ain't shit to do but gamble, right? Gamble and get fucked up. So we're gonna have a good time. I'm eating like Chad today. Let's go, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. So I will be tuning in tomorrow at the same time, of course, probably extremely fucked up, but that's all right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. Have a fantastic day. Do something fun. Get outside. Get some fucking sunshine. Go for a walk. Just do it. Just do it. All right? I love you guys. Thank you, Mr. Plankton. Thank you, Awesome. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jayhawk. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Bree. I appreciate you. I think Awesom's going to go on 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know it's going to be lit. And you guys, our buddy Legal Alien, you guys just go say what's up. Is he streaming still right now? Let's see, Legal Alien. Let's see, Legal. Is Legal Alien? Do me a favor, click that like button. Guys, go say what's up to Legal Alien, okay? You know? Hang out with Legal Alien. Put some kind words. I'll put a link to his channel in the description down below. Just go say what's up, you know? All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.